everyone, I'm Angela Faragasso and currently I'm Project Assistant Professor at the Service Robotics Laboratory at the University of Tokyo. My academic experience starts in Rome, where I did a Bachelor in Computer Science Engineering and a Master in Artificial Intelligence and Robotics at La Sapienza. During my master, I won a scholarship and I had the opportunity to join for 1 year the Center for Search and Rescue Robotics at the Texas A&M University, where I worked with Professor Robin Murphy. And from this experience, I gained a passion for robotics, as I saw robotics a way to help humans and ameliorate the quality of our lives. So for this reason, after I finished my master, I moved to London, where I did a PhD in robotics at King's College London. And in London, I worked in robotics for minimal invasive surgery, that is a new way to perform the surgery, in which the surgeon manipulates control robotics arm that are carrying the surgical instruments and the endoscopic camera that are used to perform the surgery. And in my research, I realized a clip-on stiffness sensor for the endoscopic camera. Practically, the sensor can be used to understand the mechanical property and in particular the stiffness of anatomical area. And this visual-based sensor is very beneficial for diagnostic procedure, as we know that tumors are 8 times stiffer than the surrounding healthy tissue. And my PhD was also funded by a European project called STIFLOP, in which we realized a soft robot for minimal invasive surgery. And this was a very formative experience for me, as I had the opportunity to work with many universities, different university research center, but also industry. After my PhD, I won the JSPS fellowship, and I moved here at the Service Robotics Laboratory, where I was supposed to stay only for 2 years, but as you can see, I'm still here today. And here in Tokyo, I'm still working in medical robotics, so robotic surgery, and recently I developed a multi-camera system for minimal invasive surgery. And I'm also looking for a new application of the stiffness sensor that I developed in London, as I think this sensor can be used in other remote application. Moreover, I had the opportunity to join a very diverse and big research group and work in different areas of robotics application. So when I first came here, I was involved in a project called Impact, in which we realized a robotic system that can be deployed in case of disaster, and also was also involved in a construction project, in which we realized intelligent control system that will allow construction machine to work alone. And 1 year and a half ago, we won a grant with the University of Sussex in the UK for nuclear decommissioning. And in particular, this grant is funded by EPSRC in the UK and the JIE class here in Japan. And we are realizing a new mechanical manipulator that can be deployed in decommissioning of nuclear power plant, and we are focusing mainly on Sellafield in the UK and Fukushima Daiichi here in Japan. And while the UK is working on the realization of the mechanical system, we are working here in Japan, we are working on the realization of the control system. I'm also a very active member of the Robotics and Automation Society. I serve as associate editor for many international conference and journal, and I'm also one of the chair of the technical committee for performance evaluation and benchmarking of robotic system, in which we are trying to sensibilize our community about problems related to reproducibility of research. I'm also involved in the activity of the International Federation of Control and Automation System, in which I serve as a president assistant. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all my collaborators, so I want to thank all of them. I think that collaboration is the base of research in general, so I'm always happy to learn outside fields that are also not part of my expertise. So if you do research and you think that you can apply some automated system or robotic system, don't hesitate to contact me.